Hey everybody, Mike's Ultimatum here. I'm going to do a color by color review of Return to Ravnica for the complete set now. Do it color by color so it's a little easier to break up for you guys if you want to watch a certain color or whatever. First of all, white. You have Angel of Serenity, which is like a triple Fiend Hunter. It's really good. I'm definitely going to put it in my EDH, but I see it as being a little bit overcosted as far as being standard playable because there's a ton of destruction spells that can get rid of her really easy. So she might see a bit of play, but not a whole lot. Armory Guard. I haven't seen any cards that use this. This card has blankety blank as long as you control a gate that have been good. And this card's no exception. It's not very good. In limited, it's actually going to be a bomb if you have. It's going to be great in limited if you have your gates to fix mana. So it can go either way. Arrest. I love playing with this card when it was originally printed. It's a pacifism, but for one more mana that the creature can't use its activated abilities, which is pretty cool. Avenging Arrow, I would prefer that this card would have been made to exile, but it's not bad. It's white destruction. So Azorius Arrestor, a 2/1 for 2 that detains a creature when it comes into play. It's not bad. It's not overcosted, really, so it might be playable. Azorius Justicar, it detains 2 creatures. It's a 2/2 for 4. I would have liked it to be a 3/3 or a 4/4. But I did think briefly of making a control deck with this and Conjurer's Closet, or things like this in Conjurer's Closet. Bizarre Cravade. This card's going to be amazing in limited because you can attack with all your creatures and not fear them dying. Concordia Pegasus is a 1/3 flyer for 2, also a really great limited card. Ethereal Armor. I'm going to be putting this in my Zur the Enchanter deck. I want a foil one because if any of you guys know, Zur the Enchanter EDH bases itself around enchantments. So it's going to be pretty cool for that deck. Eyes in the Skies. It's a 1/1 white bird for 4, but you populate, so 2 birds, or you can get a better card off the. You can get a better token off the populate, but I think I'd rather just stick to better populate cards. Fencing Ace, 1/1 double strike for 2. Once again, if you guys get a bunch of these and you don't want them, send them to Mr. Lubufu. It's nice. He really wants to collect these because he fences. But it's alright. Keening Apparition. This card's going to see a lot of sideboard play because it's pretty close to a Kozali Pride Mage. 2/2 for 2 and sack it to destroy an enchantment. It's useful. Plus, it's a spirit. So if anybody has any bright ideas about playing a spirit deck, like I thought Esper Spirits, it could happen. It gets buffed by the Spirit Lord. I can't remember its name. Knightly Valor. It's overcosted, so it's not going to be that playable. Martial Law. Another card I was thinking about with that control deck. In limited, it's going to be really good, I think, because you can detain their most powerful creature every turn. I really like it. Palisade Giant, 2/7 for 6, that has a pariah attached to it. I like it. Phantom General, another one of those cards where that's going to make spirits kind of viable, I think. I would like to see the blue-white spirit deck, or blue-white with a splash of black to flash back Lingering Souls. Put this into it. That also benefits from the Lord, etc. You know, it's got a lot of tokens in it too. Precinct Captain, a 2/2 for 2 with first strike, and whenever it deals damage to a player, put a 1/1 soldier on the battlefield. Now, This card is just perfect. It's a white knight that hits and puts a token into play every time it hits the opponent. Really good. I'm thinking about making a modern soldier deck with this. It'd be nice and quick. Just feels great. Rest in peace. This card is Leyline of the Void plus it only costs 2 to hard cast, and it exiles all cards from graveyards the second it hits play. So this card is going to be legacy playable. It's that good. Riftborn Defenses. Populate and creatures are indestructible. I could see it going like a 2-of in a Selesnya deck. Security Blockade. Again, I think this card won't be bad and limited. It's going to be a space filler. This card, a 3/2 for 3, which is already underpowered, overcosted, with 6 to regenerate it. I don't know when you would want to pay 6 to regenerate this piece of crap, but I guess they thought it was necessary. Silly R&D. Seller of Songbirds. If we still had Honor the Pure, I could see this being good, or playable at least. It's not now. Soul Tithe. Enchant Lowland permanent at the beginning of your upkeep. At the beginning of the upkeep of enchanted permanence controller, that player sacrifices it unless he or she pays X. It depends what you enchant. This is an interesting card, but by no means amazing. It'll see play for budget players, perhaps, but yeah. Sphere of Safety. I think this is going to make some interesting decks, like again, budget decks. But if you have enchantments upon enchantments on enchantments in your deck, they're going to end up paying a lot of mana for each attacking creature they control. And you can, in the same kind of deck, you can start detaining with that one enchantment. Their most powerful creature every turn. So, I think it's interesting. Sunspire Griffin. 2/3 flyer for 3. Another very solid limited card. Swift Justice. Until in a turn, target creature gets 1/0 and first strike and lifelink for 1. Great removal in limited. Just awesome. Trained Caracal. It has lifelink, and it's a 1/1 for 1. Not bad. Yeah. Testani's Judgment. Exile target creature, then populate for 6. It's overcosted by what I feel is 2 or 3. But it's going to be limited playable, more or less. So maybe if you're playing tokens. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for white. I will have the next color in the next video. Thanks for watching.